Good day and good vibes to you all. My name is Devante with the Camera Kicks channel, and today we are looking at the RF 35mm lens. This lens comes in at 305 grams or almost 11 ounces, going for that lightweight champion's belt, but still being beat out by the RF 50 1.8 in terms of weight and height, but still a very manageable lens. Like all of the other RF lenses, this lens does come with the control wheel, which you can use to change aperture, shutter speed, ISO, turn on the oven, control the lights in the room, whatever you want. The autofocus is really fast, sometimes annoyingly so, because the lens tends to creep in and out. But if you flip it into manual focus, you can really let your fantasy run wild as you take it to infinity and back. Speaking of that creeping, this lens is also a macro lens as well. So getting some close-up shots of how terrible someone's skin is pretty easy and very sharp. Not gross at all. But this lens is plenty sharp at any focal range. If you've been enjoying this video so far, go ahead and drop a like for the algorithm, because Childish Gambino said so. I took this lens out to a wedding I shot last weekend, and I like the speed and the clarity so much, I basically just used this lens 80% of the wedding. That was a 10-hour wedding, so you can do the math. I'd say that spending the money on this lens was well worth it, since I do film as well as photos, and the 35mm is the most pleasing of the lower focal ranges. Of course, 85 being the best for portraits, or even the 100mm macro, but those are a little too expensive, and I could just turn on my crop mode in camera to get a 100-ish mil equivalent. No, the bokeh won't be as nice, but the only people complaining about not having enough background blur is people who take too much time testing a lens's chromatic aberration when they could be out taking portraits of people in the real world, just like my hero, Jared Polin. In all seriousness, this lens performs well in dynamic situations, so other situations should present no problem. It's small, light, sharp, and fast. Definitely a good choice to buy as you dive into RF glass. Please don't forget to mollywop that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and consider watching another. And let me know in the comments if you have this lens and how it's working for you, or if you're considering buying it. Thanks for kicking it with me. I'll see you in the next one. Good vibes. Peace.